It's just before midnight and competitors in the 2017 ARC 24-hour adventure race have had a lot to look forward to, looping the very top of the Coromandel Peninsula and back to Coromandel Township.
My husband's been called up for God's Own and he decided to stay home and get prepared for God's Own unexpectedly. So Jen and I rang her this morning and
said, hey, what are you doing this weekend? I didn't have any answer, so
that was it. Here she is.
No.
The 500 metres in the mines.
And I think that we're going to have a good time. We're a good team, we're strong contenders, and we're going to thrash the rest of them.
There will be trekking, caving, mountain biking, kayaking, rafting and more, totalling 146 kilometres, although the first 6 hours will be a little more challenging under the cover of darkness.
See you later.
From the start in Coromandel Township, teams follow trails and streams, then bush bash up to the top of the Coromandel Ranges, collecting checkpoints, then in search of an old abandoned mine.
We threw off some young school kids on the first corner. Yeah.
Leading on the trails out of Coro Township is team looking for sponsors for God's Own, Glenn Tricott Tarverton and Sam Dobbin, followed closely by school teams from New Plymouth. There's been a bit of drama. The first team through has kicked a wasp's nest, and the following teams are suffering the stings.
I'm not good, got stung about 5 times.
Oh, things on fire! Right on the side of the track, a big wasp nest.
Go down there.
A major wasp nest about 50 metres back down there.
Right through, got
So
stuck
Jen
all
had
the
about
way
6
angles
wasps
and-
still stuck on her.
They are in the early trails just to get the legs warmed up and their compasses pointing in the right direction. From here, they will use a stream and bush-covered trail in their climb to the abandoned mine.
You see what I'm talking about, like in between
To complicate things, the rain started on cue.
Oh yeah.
I know, but we need to find the mine entrance and it's somewhere around here.
There's lots of pink tape going in all directions. We found this bit of pink tape and now we don't know where to go because we can't find another one.
Oh, we climbed up a massive hill and now we're in a cave.
We followed pink tape into another cave.
And there's Bigfoot in the cave.
Team looking for sponsors for God's Own lead on speed and also navigation, finding the mine first and possibly meeting the gorilla. The school teams from New Plymouth are showing pace, holding second, although the darkness and residents in the mine are causing a bit of a psychological challenge for others.
Good one.
Very humid, unbelievably humid.
The gorilla hasn't been too hungry tonight, and the competitors seem grateful for that. As teams enjoy a dry spell in the mine, the leaders are making progress along the top of the ranges to find more CPs and then drop down to White Star transitions.
Yeah, so there's number 4. Right. So hopefully we've got a good track to do that on. In my backpack.
We've had some dark times.
A track on our left.
We really struggled to get out of the stream.
You ready for the story?
A few
the bottom?
teams access the mine from the wrong side, but that's all fun and part of adventure racing.
the mine though?
Up here. You're on the wrong side of the mine.
Huh?
Hey? You're on the wrong side of the mine.
The wrong side of the mine.
Yeah.
Mine's up there, eh?
The mine's there, but you've got to go to the other side to get the checkpoint. Somehow you've come round. And this checkpoint's not on this trek.
Yes, we're on 10 beeps at the moment, so I'm wondering, we've got about 4 Ks to go until we get to some sort of mast. So that's our goal.
Oh, awesome! We found one, so we're happy. Jaden, you're good?
So let's turn on the sun and have a look at what these teams are traversing. In the clouds and night, all hoping to find the checkpoints and fill their cards. Back to the night, or should I say early morning.
had our first team through called Looking for Sponsors for Godzone, and they had a bit of trouble on the ridge and couldn't find a couple of checkpoints, which gives them an hour's penalty. So
Next to locate the White Star transition are Team All Box. But how many checkpoints have they found, or more importantly, not found? The school teams from New Plymouth are showing no signs of sleep deprivation as they run into transition.
What happened? Oh, navigational error. Just one.
White Star at Colville is surely the busiest place in the Coromandel tonight.
Went alright until we missed 2 of the checkpoints and we couldn't find them. We spent like an hour looking for them, so that kind of got the morale down a bit. But now we're on the bikes and it's new league, so hopefully we'll just smash this out and see how it goes from there.
It's a tough mountain bike over the ranges to the east coast, then up to Stony Bay, before an even harder push to a high point at the top of the Coromandel Peninsula. Port Jackson at dawn, the most northern point, and no sign of the leaders. Well, that means they're behind schedule, but it's wet, slippery and hard going. Fantail Bay on the west side and support crews are camped out waiting for their teams. As anticipated, it's Looking for Sponsors for Godzone, the first to transition.
Impressive. Cool. On the hilltops, you're in fog, and then you come down.
Can we follow that one first? That one's for the.
And you come down out of the fog, and then just have like this big vista of the beautiful Coromandel.
Oh, it'd be nice to rest the legs.
Ahead is a 25-kilometre kayak down the west coast with a glassy sea awaiting. Team TNT have taken a novel navigational approach to the transition, riding straight up the west coast from Colville and missing the loop and checkpoints around the top. They're enjoying the ARC at their own pace.
A hive as we went past, and then we could hear everyone behind us screaming, and one guy got stung on the arse quite a few times, and yeah, we felt a bit guilty, but we didn't realise we had done it, so yeah, sorry guys.
Team Looking for Sponsors for Godzone are moving quickly down the coast. The 4-person team Crash Bandicoot are about to make transition. They could be the leaders if they have all their checkpoints.
I'm still alive, but only just.
We're dying.
My God, it's probably a little bit late to think I should have done some training.
Finger painting with poop.
And there were dragons.
That's the nurse coming out of me.
Got them all. Missed CP5 and CP6, couldn't find them.
Yeah,
CP5 was missing.
Yeah, CP5 wasn't there at all. It was just gone. No one could find it. And CP6, the same. We couldn't find it.
Nothing is holding back the school teams from New Plymouth.
Oh, it was so hard. 5 hours or something. We're not supposed to be 3. Woo!
Hey, oh, what's the last one, bro?
Where's and what else? How's your bladder going?
I don't want to look like a worried mother. No.
As other teams move around the peninsula, Crash Bandicoot are about to start their paddle leg in a good position. Word from the course, though, is that Team Tim Tams, led by Mark Struthers, have all the checkpoints. Now that could make for an exciting finish line balance up of points and penalties. As Crash Bandicoot, that's Mike White, Darren and Joe Donnelly and Colin Earwacker, cruise down the coast, the school teams from New Plymouth continue on their mountain bikes down to the rafting.
Very tired. I mean,
I only got like an hour of sleep before the race, so.
Oh, we woke up.
We woke up.
We were awake 12 hours ago.
Mountain bikers and kayakers are looking for the same checkpoints as they both head south along this untouched coastline. The school teams from New Plymouth are dropping down into a bay by Colville for the rafting. Well, that is build your own and then raft to the island to find the checkpoint.
Yeah, this happened towards the end of the race as you get tired.
I asked because I was a bit worried.
A guy just
and then
my back.
And then Joanna there, she's got another daughter in the long race, and then Sonia here, her daughter's also from New Plymouth but from Sacred Heart, and ran the short race with us here.
Hello. Just in case we need it on the way. Right, running. Delivering the train! Yeah! Now we know what our kids think fun!
Waititi Bay, the end of the 25-kilometre kayak and the start of the coast-steering and rogaine stage. Your choice, what order?
Beautiful.
We arrive to just see lead team looking for sponsors for Godzone, completing the rogaine.
After a big long mountain bike. Do you have that map?
Crash Bandicoot are holding second on the course, but it's confirmed that Team Tim Tams may be a bit slower, but they hold all the checkpoints. Only the end time tally will have the answer. Crash Bandicoot head out on the coaster and rogaine in ideal conditions. It's cool and still.
We've just been told that we were the first school team back in, which we're really confused by because they were definitely in front of us.
Tougher than we thought it would be. It's fun. Good fun now.
Where's Bella? And check back out when you're late. Yeah. Oh, we're going past the checkpoint and another team sort of misled us into thinking it was further along, and then we missed it, so we have to go back.
The race doubles back to White Star on the mountain bike for the rifle shoot, and for the 24-hour, the new race finish, with the course just taking so long due to the weather.
Oh, so we missed 2 checkpoints, which cost us 2 hours. 2 hours of penalty.
Looking for sponsors for Godzone have crossed the line and are waiting for their penalty time to see if they are the winners. We won't officially know until prize giving, when everything is totalled up.
But it's been fun. Lots of swimming. We've never done this much swimming before.
5 out of 5 on the small ones, 5 out of 5 on the big ones, and Sonia's just going now, so we'll find out.
But yes, we are.
I hate to do it! Oh, good deal!
5 hits out of 5 means a whole lot of time credits. Back at White Star, we talk to some of the 24-hour teams as they finish.
It's pretty exhausting.
Yeah.
It's not. It's tiring. Yeah.
Good fun though.
Crash Bandicoot have finished with enough to possibly finish second, but Tim Tams are somewhere at the top of the leaderboard. Only their checkpoint card holds all the answers.
I like the caves the most, especially this little surprise inside with the gorilla and the boar. Gave me a massive fright, but it was still pretty cool.
Even though it was hard, I really liked starting at midnight.
I like on the rifle shooting, and the caving was pretty sick, to be honest.
The caving and some of the mountain biking was really cool.
I just liked whenever we got up high and could see out. That was really cool.
I liked the rafting.
Back at Coromandel Township, 12-hour teams are coming down off the ranges to the finish line.
Yes, very good. At times.
Come through the finish line and the chain breaks. How's that?
Quietly sneaking across the finish line is Team the Hooligans, with Jess Meyer, Jan Rousel and Gemma McCaw, former Blackstick and wife of All Black Richie McCaw, who completed Godzone last year.
Recommend it. Yeah, a lot of fun. Heaps of fun. Beautiful country. Appreciate it.
Awesome views on the way down.
Sights were awesome.
When you could appreciate them.
Yeah.
When all the 24-hour points and time penalties are totalled up, it was the Team Tim Tams that won. Congratulations to Mark Struthers, Annette Windross, Tim Cochran and Sonia Crone, who located all the checkpoints.
Slow perseverance and just taking our time and trying to stay upbeat, and I think slowly but surely we got there.
And we were probably reasonably fortunate that we picked up a couple of checkpoints that other people couldn't find, and that was part of that, just perseverance and keeping kind of going steady.
Start thinking about your team for the ARC 2018 and get out and enjoy the wilderness training with your mates.